Look, even if she isn't doing it on purpose, how is our boy supposed to ignore those legs? After all, he is still a guy. Suddenly, she asks why Jiang Cheng keeps staring at her legs.
She desperately begs him to open his umbrella so the bad guys won't spot her.
Then she apologizes for the panic and tells him to just copy her moves. And then boom, she hits him with the classic homeless girl trope. I love this cliche. Honestly, she low-key thinks this guy is pretty handsome. He points out the bathroom so she can warm up, and she happily thanks him, but then he hesitates, offering her some of his own clothes to wear after she gets out of the shower. Since he has no girl's underwear, he awkwardly offers his spare pair and then immediately panics. He is internally screaming, terrified she'll think he's some total creep. Honestly, the comedy here is top tier. Realizing he doesn't even know her name yet, while she politely declines. When he tells her to dry her hair, she softly thanks him. She looks so good he can barely keep it together. Suddenly, she asks him to open the door, making him panic that she's plotting something wild. He swears he's innocent, but she keeps insisting she just needs to talk. Grudgingly, he agrees to open up, but vows to protect his virtue at all costs. Honestly, he cannot believe how fast she moves, completely caught off guard. When he stutters, she laughs and says she just needs to grab something. She tells him to finish showering and promises to leave him in peace. Basically, he was just overthinking the whole time, and it was a total misunderstanding. She repeats that he should just enjoy his shower without any worries. Meanwhile, she's low-key complaining about how uncomfortable it feels wearing sweatpants with absolutely no underwear. A few moments later, she lets him know that she washed his clothes too, and he thanks her. But wait, didn't he just wash his clothes a moment ago? He decides he will just buy her a new pair since he ruined them. Suddenly, she walks in and asks what he's doing with her stockings. She instantly gets suspicious, thinking this nice guy might actually be a total creep. He quickly explains that his zipper accidentally tore them during the wash, rendering them useless. Relieved, she realizes it was all a mishap and decides he really is a good guy. She agrees they are ruined, but when he offers to buy a replacement, she declines. He asks her name, and she says Su Qingning, claiming she's 17 but almost 20. His brain literally short-circuits. Bro, 17? No shot, that is actually crazy. She wonders why he's so terrified, while secretly proud of her quick lie. After all, dealing with minors is illegal, and she doubts he'd do anything stupid. He wonders how girls can be this bold, then questions how her family expects her to marry so young. She explains her family wants her living with some old guy until she legally comes of age. He is absolutely disgusted by this and tells her she can legally sue her parents. Surprisingly, she defends her family, saying they are usually great except for this one thing. He is totally bewildered that she's defending them. Like, girl, they are literally selling you to an old man. Since her reaction felt genuine, he gets suspicious and asks if she is lying to him. She quickly denies it, thanks him, and heads off to bed for work tomorrow. It is her first time sleeping in a strange place with a guy she barely knows. Deep. At 17, she's already so stunning. Jiang Cheng literally has to chant that he's a gentleman. Wait, did he seriously leave the lights on all night? Jiang Cheng's handwriting is straight up atrocious. For someone so handsome, his chicken scratch does not match his face at all. She completely panics. Did she just spray everything all over him? Whatever. If she doesn't bring it up, she can just pretend nothing happened. So she just decides not to wear anything. Ever since he took her in, Jiang Cheng ends up witnessing the wildest thing. It is absolutely hilarious. Jiang Cheng gets back, and she immediately asks why she looks so spaced out and if he had lunch yet. Since he can't cook, he must be starving. She tells him to wait while she whips something up. Honestly, none of the guys she knows actually know how to cook. So finding out Jiang Cheng is a literal chef on top of being gorgeous, she is totally blown away. She keeps telling him he is built different. She is practically begging to eat, so Jiang Cheng sends her to the couch to wait. She digs in, but notices Jiang Cheng doesn't have a bowl. This was all for her. He explains he is meeting a friend later, which explains the single bowl. She takes a bite and completely loses it because the noodles are insanely good. He tells her it's just a basic egg noodle dish, but she can have seconds. As Jiang Cheng gets ready to leave, she stops him. She asks when exactly he'll be back. He has no idea, but she begs him to please come home early. He promises to try, warning her not to open the door for anyone.
She realizes that the girl who abandoned Jiang Cheng must have left some deep scars. But soon enough, he's back.
Jiang Cheng wastes no time asking Su Qinglin how long she plans on staying.
She immediately pouts, asking if he's kicking her out. He backtracks, telling her she can stay as long as she wants.
She is thrilled, but our boy is struggling to keep his eyes to himself. With those legs on display, it's physically impossible for him to look away. She catches him staring, but he plays it cool by asking if she's cold. Turns out she only has underwear on because she literally has zero clothes. He offered his clothes, but she prefers her own, so she asks to borrow cash. He asks how much she needs. She's totally broke, promising herself she'll repay him 10 times over. She asks for a mere 2,000. Honestly, 2,000 is nothing to her, but she decides to make do. She thanks him, swearing she will pay back every single cent. Then she begs him to take her shopping, leaving him wondering how she got so well developed. She asks for a hat and a mask to disguise herself.
She claims she just wants to hide her top-tier visuals from the public.
But honestly, she is built different, perfectly curved and extremely gorgeous.
Jiang Cheng teases her that it is a pity he already saw her face.
She calls him an absolute saint for taking her in and feeding her.
Even though they just met, she is absolutely sure he's a good guy.
Once they hit the store, she goes wild grabbing toiletries and cosmetics. After selling off all those stockings, Su Qingning immediately hits Jiang Cheng up to buy some undergarments. Then she spots some slippers and asks him to help her choose a pair. She loves his pick, hyping up his taste and deciding to buy them right away. But wait, these slippers are way too big for her. She asks him what size he wears. She wears a size 36. Honestly, her feet really do look tiny. He wonders if she is hiding something, but then she bluntly says she needs underwear. Ah, so that is why she looks so embarrassed. But this store does not sell undergarments.
She asks if any other shops are open, but it is already getting late.
Everything is closed. Is she really going to have to use a hairdryer to dry off again tonight? Yep, she is stuck doing exactly that. Luckily, he did lend her 2,000 yuan earlier. She is touched that he is paying for her shopping, and he tells her she can just pay him back later. She happily offers to carry the bags herself. Wait, hold on. Why is she suddenly holding his underwear? This is wild.
She panics and says she was only trying to help him bring in the laundry.
He really hopes she is not some weird girl who steals underwear, but he just politely thanks her anyway.
Talk about pure secondhand embarrassment. Later that night, things get even weirder.
Why is she heading to his room in the middle of the night? Don't tell me. She asks to borrow his clothes for another night, and he lets her in. She notices his toned body and totally drools over his abs. Broad shoulders, narrow waist, and a six-pack. Honestly, she is living her best life right now. What kind of dream is she having?
She is literally drooling in her sleep. He tries to wake her up for breakfast.
Sleeping like a baby, she finally wakes up screaming. He tells her to get up, while she worries her crazy morning reaction annoyed him. He thinks she should cover up her legs, deciding to buy her some new black stockings later. But when she actually puts them on, they become even harder to ignore. He has never stepped foot in an undergarment shop before, and the sheer variety is overwhelming. It is incredibly awkward for her to pick underwear in front of him. But having him there makes her feel safe, so she pushes through the embarrassment. The shopkeeper asks what she is looking for, and she politely says she is just browsing. The friendly clerk tells her to take her time, then turns to Jiang Cheng. She suggests that the handsome guy should help his girlfriend choose something nice. They both immediately deny it. The shopkeeper just laughs, knowing they are totally capping. She asks why a guy would tag along to buy underwear if they're not dating. Su Qingning does not know how to explain that he is just hosting her. Jiang Cheng steps in and claims they are siblings, which Su Qingning quickly backs up. The clerk laughs it off, pretending she totally believes their little sibling story. Meanwhile, someone nearby spots Jiang Cheng's back and wonders if it is really him.
She is busy wondering if he would even like her cooking.
But wait, is his kitchen literally on fire? Su Qingning, what did you do? She tells him to hang on because dinner is almost ready. He is seriously wondering if eating her food will actually end his life. The eggs turn completely black. And wait, is she drinking from his glass?
That is an indirect kiss. This is getting crazy.
Even a dog would pass on this burnt egg. For their health, they should probably order takeout.
Since it is her first time cooking, Jiang Cheng offers to take the first bite and remake it. She asks how it tastes, and he nervously laughs, saying it is fine for a first try.
She wants a taste too, but he tells her not to eat it.
Why is Jiang Cheng suddenly holding her wrist so tight?
He quickly apologizes, but she low-key finds his embarrassed reaction absolutely adorable. Oh my god, she takes one bite and instantly regrets it, realizing she basically cooked actual poison. But wait, that cup. That was his glass, meaning they basically had an indirect kiss, so she nervously explained she was just in a rush.
She genuinely just wanted to cook for him.
Jiang Cheng offers to teach her himself, making her eyes light up with pure excitement. She eagerly suggests they start the cooking lesson right now. But they just ate, so he promises to teach her tomorrow after he gets off work. He tells her to get ready to go out, revealing he is finally buying her a phone. Those legs and that insane figure. Glaring at the creeps, he asks if they have stared enough. She is confused why they left so fast, but he just leads her to another store.
Thank you for the phone.
He warns her to call him instantly if anything happens while she is home alone. She nods, low-key melting inside because she realizes he is actually super worried about her.
Are you okay?
Yeah, just watch your step next time.
Wait, does he have some kind of weird habit? He suddenly gets close and sniffs her, making her wonder if he has some bizarre fetish. Plus, he smells faintly of coffee, making her wonder if he actually went somewhere else today. Catching her sniffing him, he asks what she is doing, prompting her to call him out for changing outfits. She demands to know why he changed clothes and smells like coffee, questioning if he even went to work. Honestly, she was terrified he was out doing some shady business instead of working. He laughs it off, heading to the shower before promising to teach her a super simple recipe. They decide on classic tomato scrambled eggs, and she is totally down for whatever. Seriously? Is he really getting this mad over a single dish? She asks Jiang Cheng if they can check out the nearby university together, begging him to wait up. He asks if she is still in high school, and she immediately starts apologizing. She admits she is actually 19, almost 20, completely shocked by how quickly he saw through her little lie. Desperate, she begs him not to hold a grudge, even offering to let him hit her if it means he will stop being mad. Closing her eyes, she tells Jiang Cheng to just go ahead and do it. Jiang Cheng laughs and warns Su Qingning that she is the one who asked for it. But she quickly adds that he cannot hit her head because she cannot afford to lose any brain cells. Wait, what kind of study materials are these? Things are starting to feel very sketchy. Oh my god, it is actually one of those secret adult folders. But hey, apparently every guy has these. So she tries to convince herself it is totally normal. Trying to act cool, she suddenly begs Jiang Cheng to let her sleep in his room tonight. Talk about a wild plot twist. Jiang Cheng wakes up shocked to find Su Qingning in his bed as she keeps begging to stay the night. He panics, telling her to stop overthinking and get off his bed immediately. She claims she is terrified because of a scary movie, offering to let him choose whatever film he wants to watch instead of sleeping. The next thing we know, she is feeding him chicken nuggets and spicy snacks like they are a married couple. After raving about how delicious the food is, she sweet-talks him into grabbing her a bottle of water because he is simply the best. Don't be scared, Qingning. It's all just fake movie stuff.
The TV is off now. Can you let go, Qingning? Jiang Cheng, that movie ghost was way too scary. I was terrified.
It's fine. There's zero ghosts in the real world anyway, so you don't need to worry. Horror movies are just cheap tricks to scare people. Do you get it? Jiang Cheng, I'm okay now. Seriously.
Are you really okay?
Yeah.
She secretly thinks he left the door open just because he was worried she'd get scared again.
Please, Jiang Cheng. All right, fine. Qingning, you don't get too close to me. But I'm still scared.
Can you look at me? No need to fear, because I'm right here. Thank you, Jiang Cheng.
Wait, when did she grab his hand and hold it so close? He didn't even notice at first. Heavy breathing fills the room. You've seriously never tried this? Well, you have to try everything once. Today, I'm taking you on an electric scooter ride. Hold on tight, Qingning, or we're both going down.
Jiang Cheng, don't worry. I've got a tight grip.
Seriously, Qingning? Is this actually your very first time at a place like this?
Jiang Cheng, we bought way too much food. Can we even finish all of this? Easily. There's so much good stuff. What should I eat first?
If you can't decide, start with the tripe. It's my absolute favorite.
Jiang Cheng, this is insanely delicious.
See? Told you I wasn't lying.
Wow, we ate so much, I feel like my stomach is about to explode. Oh, now that we're full, we should go back. Let's walk and digest a bit before heading home.
Wait, what are you laughing at? Qingning, what are you doing? Oh, there was some food on your cheek, so I wiped it off.
She starts wondering why she always finds herself wanting to touch Jiang Cheng so easily.
Why are you still so busy in the middle of the night? I absolutely have to finish writing this chapter before midnight strikes.
Brother Jiang Cheng, what are you working on?
When did you even get here? Just now. Wait, did you see what I was writing?
I didn't see anything at all. Thank goodness she didn't see, or it would have been a total cringe social death.
Jiang Cheng, you're still young, so don't spend all your time obsessed with those kinds of things.
What is that supposed to mean? I mean, I already know about those secret study materials on your computer.
For the sake of your health, Jiang Cheng, you need to stop going down the wrong path. Please, control yourself.
My computer only has game guides. What study materials are you even talking about?
What do you mean spicy stories that can't satisfy you?
Qingning, you don't actually think I'm writing some kind of adult content, right? That spicy file was actually sent to me by Zhang Dayang.
Oh no, that was way too loud. She definitely heard it, and now it looks even worse.
How could Jiang Cheng do something like that? He knows he has to explain everything right now, or his reputation is completely dead.
So, you saw all of that? Qingning, don't get the wrong idea. Those files really aren't mine.
I don't even watch that stuff. If it's not yours, why is it on your computer?
My friend gave it to me. If a friend gives it to you, you just accept it?
You clearly wanted to watch it.
Okay, that actually makes sense. Since he was being nice, I couldn't really say no.
When you walked in earlier, I was just writing a web novel.
A web novel?
Jiang Cheng, you actually write novels? That's so cool. You're incredibly talented.
Can I read your novel? No way, absolutely not. Why?
Because it's bad. I don't mind, well, she doesn't mind, but I definitely do. You're not reading it.
All right, so Su Qingning calls him a complete miser just because he won't show her his web novel drafts?
Jiang Cheng corrects her immediately. Nope, it is strictly for cash. She asks if he is broke, but he is like, not exactly.
He just wants to secure the bag, making around $10,000 a month. Do what you want.
But then, Su Qingning suddenly tears up. She is deeply touched that he spends his hard-earned money on her.
He tells her $10,000 a month is plenty.
Then he teases her, saying she won't look pretty if she keeps crying, making her silently fume.
Suddenly, he complains he is starving.
She realized he is actually sweet. He tells her to wash up because she looks like a messy kitten. Demanding to know if she looks pretty right now, she pouts. He quickly tells her she looks beautiful. This is so funny. She sneaked into his bed last night, and now she is acting scared again.
Jiang Cheng tries to establish some boundaries, telling her that a guy and a girl shouldn't share a bed.
He even offers to sleep on the couch. But she whines that she is too terrified to sleep alone, leaving him totally lost.
She disagrees, saying she is just too scared.
He warns her it could ruin her reputation, but she instantly fires back that she doesn't care.
She adds that he wouldn't do anything anyway. Talk about being friend-zoned. Then she hits him with the ultimate puppy eyes.
Later, she stares at his long eyelashes and soft lips. She actually wonders what it would feel like to kiss him, before instantly panicking over having such wild thoughts. Wait, does she actually like him?
She can't help but want to touch him, realizing this feeling is definitely something more than friendship.
Oh yeah, things are definitely getting interesting now. The next morning, Jiang Cheng wakes up to find her clinging tightly to his arm like a koala. Later in the day, he gets absolutely no updates from her. He starts to wonder if she finally came to her senses and moved out without even leaving a note. Especially since she texted that she would wait for him. When he gets home, he finds her doubled over in pain, but she refuses to go to the hospital. He insists they still need to get her checked out. She looks awful, but she explains she just ate too many ice pops and some medicine will fix it.
He sighs, telling her to stay put while he rushes out to buy some medicine.
Once back, he helps her take the medicine.
Telling her to rest up, he promises her the pain will fade soon.
He brings her a hot water bottle to soothe the pain, and she softly asks him to place it on her stomach.
And then things take another turn. Suddenly, she calls out to him from the bathroom in a total panic.
He calls back, letting her know he can hear her.
When he asks what is wrong, she shyly asks if he can run to the supermarket to grab something.
He agrees, but tells her to come out first.
She tells him she literally cannot come out right now, making him worry she somehow fell into the toilet.
He asks what she even wants him to buy, and she finally confesses that her period just started and she needs pads.